sugar, but anyways. So today, guys, I've got my sisters. I've got Rosani, the soulmate. I've got Presh, my crazy mate, because we know crazy together. But yeah, so today we decided we're going to do like a Q&A. So we're going to be asking each other questions, basically. Obviously, get to know each other better. As much as I've been with them like almost all their lives. Okay, Presh maybe like recently, but with Rosani since she was born. So obviously, but yeah, so we've got the questions. But we want to start off with a shot because you know the nerves are real.
Yeah.
She's stressing. I'm on my period. I don't know about Presh, but hey.
I'm always stressing.
She just needs a shot.
I just need a shot, thanks.
So we're gonna have some syrup. And then we're gonna get into the questions. These shot glasses are so nice. Like that is massive.
Yeah, they're not too big. They've actually never been used. I just opened them.
Ooh, child. I hope that's the ancestor.
That's yeah, that is for the ancestors.
Oh, damn shot. Oh, Ray, if she sees this video, she'll be like, this bitch wasting my alcohol. Oh my god. Sorry, B.
Don't drop that alcohol.
It's a good thing I've got this because I smell like alcohol. Yeah, can you please get me some more?
Let me actually just bring
this.
It
Smells so good.
It does.
Smells so good. I like it. My boot feels good though because I feel like the one tip is like hanging out. Okay, let me see something. Let me just get the question.
Oh, let's have the shot and then and then we can.
So guys, I don't know what we're toasting to, but I'm toasting to a good life, making it this far, because 2020 was not a joke, guys.
Not a joke.
So what do you guys want to toast to for 2021? So what do you guys
better days and a good life.
Basically.
Yes.
And no stress from niggas.
No, please no.
Cheers to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my
god.
It tastes so good.
That is nice.
Oh damn, it's like.
Okay, you're gonna start with a couple of questions, yeah, and then I'll
have you got your?
Yeah, I can see on my notes.
Okay, so that's how it's gonna go, guys, man. So the questions, initially we were supposed to ask each other questions, but I've designed the questions in such a way that the questions is relevant to all of us.
Okay.
So the first question I'm gonna ask both of you, but it depends who wants to answer first. You guys will decide who wants to go first.
Alright.
So the first question was, what was your nickname in high school? So what did your friends used to call you like in high school?
I didn't have a nickname. They just called me Precious.
So you were just
I was literally just Precious.
Just Precious.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Okay, for me, I had a lot of nicknames that I chose myself.
Okay.
So they knew me as Ruru. They knew me as the people that were close to me. They knew me as my personality names.
Yeah.
But that was just because I was trying to have an alter ego and all these things. But Ruru is the most prominent one.
Ruru, I like that. I think I'm gonna call you Ruru.
Yes, I'm Ruru now.
Are you Ruru now?
Ruru, yes, I'm Ruru.
Okay, mine. Okay, I had two actually. First I was Baby T. Baby T, because I've always had a baby face.
Okay.
Even till this day, I feel like I've had a baby face. And then the second one is Crazy T, because I've always had a clique. So I've always had like a clique, like I've always been a leader. Always had like all these girls following me, trying to be me. But yeah, so I was Crazy T, but I eventually grew out of it and I started liking the name Welly. So I've been going by Welly since 2006. So yeah.
Okay.
So now that's who I go by now.
Why don't I have
a nickname?
Literally.
No, but you've got a nickname now. Presh.
Presh, yeah, I guess.
I think I like Presh.
I guess Presh. But that's also just more recent. No one was like calling me Presh back then.
And also you don't like just random people calling
me Presh, yeah. Or Preshy.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Like we don't know each other, please don't do that.
Okay. I don't know if you want to ask the next one and then we'll just
oh, I have one. Describe each other in one word.
Each other with one word. Each other or all of us?
Yeah, we're each going to describe.
Okay, so I would describe Rosani as my soulmate. That's it, soulmate. Just totality soulmate. And Presh, spirit animal. I know it's not one word, but put a hyphen. Spirit animal. That's what Presh is to me. She's my spirit animal.
Okay, and you, Lizzie?
For me, Willie is soulmate, best friend, everything. Like I can depend on her. Like I'm just soulmate. I mean, with Presh, I only recently got to know her, but I mean, it's so easy to like distress. So I'll call her Firebomb.
Fireball.
Amazing.
Ah.
Amazing.
I like that. Okay, those are good. I would say, Luzani, you're very loving.
Yeah.
I think you're very loving. That's what I've noticed. Like a loving mother, loving friend, loving sister. Ruzani. Not Ruzani, really. I would say a force.
I knew what
A
it is.
force. Yeah.
I actually like that. I actually like that. Okay, guys. Next question. Do you have a question to ask?
No.
Oh,
Not yet.
okay, not yet.
All right, guys. I skipped. I'm gonna mix up the questions. I'm not gonna go. Technically, we're supposed to ask each other like 25 questions each, but it might take forever.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna like pick the questions that we like, and then we'll just add bonuses at the end. So my other question was, what was your first impression of me? Like of me personally, like when you met me for the first time, what was your first impression? And then obviously I have to give the first impressions of you guys.
Can I answer first?
Yeah.
For Precious, oh my gosh, I thought she was older than me. I thought she was like, please don't come near me. She was like, she was in her own space. She was so cool. I was like, I'm always a nerd. I'll always be a nerd. So for me, I felt like she was so cool. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try. So I was admiring from afar. So my first impression was just the popular girl, and I'm just a nerd, you know. And those assumptions are the type of things that prevent us from having good relationships with people.
Yeah.
So true.
But yeah, she was. Ooh, that's why I say fireball. And then Willie, I've known her since I was born, so there's no first impression here. I used to be a tick. I was literally on her all the time until I just
All the
grew my
time.
own identity. And yeah, so for me, my first impression of her was cool as well.
Okay, so my first impression of Rosani, bro, when she was born, I was 7 years old and went to the hospital and I met her and she was in this incubator and I'm like, what am I looking at? Because she was so tiny, guys, oh my god. She was literally like half a loaf of bread and she weighed like 500 grams.
Really?
My dad used to hold her like this, literally with
Oh,
one
you were
hand.
preemie.
She was a preemie, yeah. Because it actually was a miracle baby. They didn't know she existed.
Yeah.
Until
it was
the
a
day of birth.
surprise.
Yeah, until the day of birth.
Oh
My
my
mom thought she was
God.
having twins, imagine. And the doctor's like, no, wait a minute, there's another heartbeat. And then she was, yeah, I'm sorry, Joma, but you kind of squashed her.
What if it's Rams?
Well, you guys squashed her. So,
Whoever it was.
yeah. And my first impression of Precious was like, ooh, child, bad and bougie. I gotta get that girl's body. Even till today, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
God,
can
bro.
still say that.
Until today, I'm like, I need to be where she's at because oh my god, her body's banging. Her personality is too nice. Like, okay, obviously I'm way older than these two, but I've got a young spirit, so I click with everybody and anybody. And when I met Precious and we chilled, it was
It was a
over.
vibe.
It was over. It was over.
I think I can't remember exactly the first time I met you guys, but the first time like I took notice, I thought you were very shy and like to yourself. So I automatically thought my personality would overwhelm you. So that's also why it was like can't say much because now she's gonna be like, who's this weirdo? Trying to overwhelm me with all her.
Yeah.
And then I think it was we had a trip together. We took the kids to a birthday party.
Yes.
We went to
Kumi.
Kumi's birthday party in Mamelodi, and that's when I really got to know you. And I'm like, okay, she is shy, but like when she opens up, you get to see like a little personality here
When
and
she
there.
gets drunk.
But she was sober that day. I think
So
I
sober.
got drunk. When we got to the party, I got drunk. And then Shuela, I first thought like, okay, you're a bit older, so we weren't gonna click.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, she's in her early 30s, I'm in my early 20s, like, what are we going to talk about? Like,
Exactly.
like, what do we have to say to each other? And then when we started to get to know each other more, it's like, oh, she is very young. Like, obviously you are your age, you can't run away from that. But like, you have such a bubbly personality that even if I were to bring you around my friends, it wouldn't be like, oh, who's the old lady?
Yeah.
So, that's what I like. And you look like you could be our age. So
Yeah. Which I like.
yeah, I'm sure you do, girl.
They actually think that I'm older.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Really?
And we're 7 years apart.
Yeah, we are literally all like, I'm 23 this year.
She's
28.
Yeah.
And
I'm
he's
35.
30. Like, we are in such like different categories and
Yep.
spaces in our lives. It's crazy.
But we all click, which
Yeah.
is so cool. So
Yes.
And here we are.
next question.
Okay. This is. Oh, what's the worst date you've ever been on? Like, describe the worst first date. A first date or any like bad date you've been on.
There's so many guys.
This year,
Oh, yeah, it's only the 4th of March.
I met a guy that I was talking to. I thought he was amazing because like we knew each other from high school, but I never spoke to him then. But when we started talking over the phone, we started talking via Facebook, then WhatsApp. He was amazing, like literally a male version of me. I was like, no, this guy is not real. And I just loved everything about him. I loved that he was like, sorry, he was from a good family like me, and he's hardworking and he's self-employed, all these things, you know. So all of those just ticks. He's my type, you know, all these things. And then I went to his place for a weekend. It was a total disaster. I felt like I was alone. You know, that's the worst feeling ever, being with someone and you feel like you're alone. I felt alone. I felt like I was being used on another level. And I was just, it was like the total opposite of what he
Of what you
described.
expected as well and what he perceived.
Yes.
He sold her dreams.
Yeah.
All his
So
biggest
that pissed me
outside.
off.
Okay, that fucking sucks. Sorry, girl.
For me, oh God, guys, I swear, bro. Why do I always do this to myself? Like, I feel like I've been doing this to myself for the longest time.
We all do.
But I feel like for me, the worst, okay, it is the worst, but okay, for me.
Oh, one of the worst.
One of the worst.
Yeah.
Because there's so many. But the highlight, because people always say to me, why? Like, because I date younger guys, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm out here dating them young niggas. Not a cougar, I'm just young at spirit, young at heart, and they're attracted to me. So I don't ask you how old you are until we're really in a relationship or whatever. So it's not my problem. I look younger than I am. But anyway, it was an older guy. He was older than me, and he was excited because there was a Trey Songz came into the country. I don't know if you guys remember. Oh my God, Trey Songz. Trey Songz. We mentioned Trey Songz comes into the country.
I think I was maybe in like grade 9.
Yeah. And this guy's like, no, like get tickets for us. You went first, no?
Yes, I was there.
Yes. So my
Wait,
sister was
he
there.
asked you to
Yes.
get tickets.
No, he's like, get the tickets and then I'll
I'll
give
pay
you
back.
another
Oh my God.
Okay, a bitch falls for the trap, right? So I get like, I think I got like three VIP tickets, which was like obviously
The
the front, the
golden
golden
circle.
circle.
Yes.
And then I got 2 standard where I was chilling with him, right? If I tell you that nigga was screaming more than I was.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Wow. And then
He was fangirling.
he was the worst. And I was like, okay, let me be a lady and let him drive my car. I swear to God,
Chuela.
my gearbox almost fell out the car because the nigga cannot drive.
He couldn't drive?
My sports car, guys, I was like, whoa. And I was like, no, I can't. Because it was me and him, and then one of our other friends, and Jess and Rosalie. So Jess got fed up with the golden circle. She's like, fuck this shit. Like, I need to sit down. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I was thinking the nigga was going to stand up and give her his
No.
seat.
I mean, you also paid, so.
The nigga was busy jumping up and down screaming. I had to stand in the passage and let my sister sit down next to my date. I can't, guys. I'm sorry.
No, that is
That was the
horrible.
worst.
Yeah, so like you're the Reiki, you are the transport, you're everything.
You were
basically-
everything.
You didn't
And
get
you
to
never
sit
got
down.
your reimbursement.
No, and he enjoyed the concert way than I did.
Way more than you did now.
So,
Okay.
mm-mm.
I don't know. I haven't like been on like very bad dates.
Yeah.
But there was this one
Lucky
guy. I had met him a few days prior to us going on our first date. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you out. I'm such a big baller. Like, let's go out.
I
So
hate that.
yeah, so we met up at Tasha's at Midland, Maine.
Yeah.
He actually picked me up. We went to Tasha's and like it was chill vibes. and then he started getting lit.
Ooh.
Eh?
Okay.
But now he was talking about how, okay, he was older. He was talking about, his marriage is falling apart. Mind you, I didn't even know he was married. When I met him, he told me he was single, like he just has one kid. Now he's getting drunk and he's spilling his guts.
I know that's
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What is this man on? Like, he's telling me about his wife and how he cheated on his wife with his mistress and he loves his mistress more than his wife. But now both of them don't want him. And I'm like, why am I here? Like, why are we doing this? Like, just leave me alone, sir.
No, that is
so,
that's
it was wild.
How many kids does he have?
He said one, but I don't know. I didn't even want to find out. I did not want to find out.
I would leave too.
Yeah, no, I never spoke to him again that day. I blocked him. I didn't even let him. I didn't even let him like drop me off at home. Like I called a friend of mine to come pick me up because I was so over it. I was like, it was like 2 bottles of wine in, and homeboy was spilling. And he was like, I have money to spend.
You're basically like his therapist, like.
Technically.
No, anybody can. We're trying to deal with those niggas. So yeah, you can take it, post man. You can take it back. You can take it.
Okay, let me put it back then.
Alright.
Why would you ask that question?
Which one? I'll skip that one. I'll just go to the next
Just
one.
say it though, because people are gonna wonder.
We're busy
Because
filming.
now we're speaking about question 9. Boy.
What is question 9?
What do you mean?
Wow. Okay, question 9 is, who's your favorite sibling?
You, of course.
Oh, okay, here's the phone. Who do you want to speak to, Rosalie or Willie? Okay.
Hey, babe. It's Cecil Clayville 2017, but it's capital S for Cecil. Yeah, so it's Cecil Clayville 2017. Yeah. Is it working? Yeah, just the S, yeah, for Cecil. Yeah. Okay, just check for me, then if it, so that I can send, then I'll have to send. Alright guys, Judy calls, but anyway, that was question 9. Question 9 is, who's your favorite sibling? So, I need to do something real quick, but I'll be back just now. I'm just gonna edit it. I'll get it. Okay. Let me just stop it for now. Continue from the first date.
The worst first date or the worst date you've ever been on?
Okay, so
yeah. Oh, wait, are you gonna redo it or?
No,
No,
we're
it's
gonna
fine.
re-edit. We'll edit it.
Okay.
So, first worst dates, you guys heard it. I'm sure we've been on far worse, but yeah. And these married niggas, please be truthful. Like, give us a choice to choose if we want to be with you or not. Don't trap our asses and then like give us your bomb ass dick and then be like, oh, I'm married, I got kids. Fuck you, nigga. Okay, we don't wanna know. Tell me from get go. Like, I don't understand, why do guys hide so much? Like, why do you have to hide from us?
Because there are people out here who are willing to be with
a
you
married nigga.
if you are married or whatever baggage you have.
I was so
Just
mad.
be
Oh, God.
honest and let the person choose for themselves whether they want to go on that path and journey with you or not. Because now you lie to someone and then next thing you're on a date and then the wife is coming there beating people's asses and the girl is so confused like, why am I getting my ass beat? I didn't even know he was married.
Exactly.
I think that was, I wouldn't say it's a fear, but it's like one of those things like I don't want to be embarrassed like that.
Yeah.
With me, like it was so bad because okay, this one guy, it was like a contract thing where he wasn't there for a long time, but he was there and his dick was amazing. Sorry, boo. But yeah, so like he had bomb ass dick, but after, because with me, I don't care who you are, like I ask you, like, are you married? And then everybody ever asked, I was like, no. Yeah, so he's like, no, I'm married. I'm like, okay, do you have kids? Like, yeah, I've got one child.
It's always
cool,
one child.
You know what I mean?
That's how you know he's lying.
Cool. Then he's like, okay, fine. And he wasn't wearing a ring and had no ring mark on his finger. So I'm thinking, and I know most niggas don't wear rings. We can't base marriage off of a ring. But I'll take your word. It's not like I know anything about you. Like, I'm not out here trying to be like private investigator
Giving him
vibes.
the benefit of the doubt.
Do you know what I mean? So, and he told me like eventually like, I was only telling him like what? He's like, no, yeah, like I am married and I've got 3 kids. I'm like, okay, my nigga, and then I eventually broke it off because it was kind of hard, but hey, eventually broke it off, and then I dreamt about his freaking wife, which I've never met in my entire life. And his wife was like, we were at some concert, and then he left the room, and then she came next to him. She's like, so you the bitch that's sending my man nudes and it's fucking my man. And I'm like, first of all, I didn't know that he was married. He never told me, but the minute I knew that he was, I cut my ties and I walked my own separate way. She's like, okay, cool. Imagine, guys, dreaming about somebody you've never met in your entire life. And I know it's her because I've seen her pictures on his Facebook post, so I knew it was her. So I was like, damn. My spirit was like, bitch, run.
Yeah.
Run, don't look back. So that was
then,
it.
with these encounters with married men, does that make you guys hesitant to want to get married or something? Like, do you want that marriage? Because like some guys will seem so happy in their marriage, and they have 7 side girls. He's just very good at hiding it.
Right.
Actually, I don't know. For me personally, I don't know. My mom and dad were like amazing. They never fought in front of us or anything like that. Like their marriage was a fairy tale to us. Like their 9 kids, and we always look forward to that because our dad respected our mom. Our mom respected my dad. My dad spoiled my mother. So my dad kind of put the bar so high, So that's we look when people say, girls want to date their dad. They don't mean like physically. They mean like they want a person who's going to represent who their dad was to their mom. You know what I mean? To us as girls, So for me personally, yes, I do want to get married. It's not going to be an achievement for me. It's not something I'm dying to do. It's just like I want to do the right thing.
Yeah.
For me, the right thing is like, okay, being with somebody, being committed, and giving your life to this person, and just having a companion, having a best friend that you can just have and enjoy for the rest of your life, like every day, and knowing that he'll be trustworthy and loyal as you are, because we know.
But how do you know?
You don't.
So you just have to say that
you don't.
That's the thing.
Don't.
How do you know? I wish there was like a way to know.
You can never know. Honestly, for me, I was always into marriage. That was my end goal. For me, like, I've always been like a person that just wanted to get married. But because of my life experiences and what I see with other married couples, I just came to the conclusion that I'd rather not. I wanted to experience it, like just to see how it is, if I met the right guy and he was a great companion, we could like try the marriage thing. But that's also like a contract. Some people just don't realize it's a contract of putting everything that we worked together into one thing and we just make it work. So these days, I don't think people have that discipline.
They don't.
For me, it's like, I don't know.
But I also feel like on that note, like people aren't willing to beg a Zilla like they used to.
I know.
Do you know what I think?
So a lot of women, I think that's why a lot of marriages also lasted so long back then, because a lot of women stuck through anything because of this contract for their kids. It was like, it's not okay in my family to get a divorce. I'd rather sit with this man who's either cheating on me left, right, and center, beating me up. So I feel like that's why these days people will get married, be married for 2-3 years, and then get a divorce.
Less even 3 months, bro.
And get a divorce just because I feel like once you have that signature, people change.
Exactly.
They honestly.
Do you know what?
And also believe in fat and sit.
Yeah.
I feel like you should live with someone before you're
exactly. That's exactly what I was saying to my
everything.
boyfriend. But our parents will be like, who are you
them.
living with? You know what? I feel like we're old enough, and in this day and age, you have to live with somebody before you get married to them, because you don't know who you're gonna get married to. Like imagine now you move into with this person, and actually that's actually one of the questions. So we'll actually jump into that. But yeah, so like for me personally, like the marriage has never been like as a young girl, yes, growing up, I've always wanted to be a wife and a mom and all these things, but it's not an accomplishment for me because I've realized I'm strong and bold on my own, and I've never really needed a man to do anything for me financially, all these things. Okay, fine, obviously I can't fuck myself. Yes, there's vibrators and all that stuff, but
oh my god,
it doesn't feel the same, you know what I mean? But I think for me personally, and I've always said this and I still say it, I want a companion and I need a man because I want to have kids and I want my kids to have both parents. I want them to experience what I experienced growing up. I want them to have a mom and a dad because I can't play both roles. Even if I can financially, but in other departments, I won't be able to fulfill that void. You know what I mean? So I think every child deserves to have a mom and a dad. And I'm not coming for any single moms or single dads. You guys are strong as fuck. Like, trust me. I don't know how you'll do it, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Like, both my sisters are single moms. And that's the thing. People always mistake when somebody says a single mother, they're not saying that the father isn't active. Some of them are actively single, where the dad is absent, completely absent. But you get single moms where the dad is still part of the child's life. You know, like my sister. You know what I mean? So. That's what I'm saying, like, it's not a bad thing. I mean, sometimes you have a child with somebody and things don't work out, it's okay. You know, it's okay, guys, it really is okay. It's okay, like, you know what I mean? So, and even other parents, like, they get a divorce 50 years into their marriage or 40 years into their marriage, and you ask yourself, like, dude,
why now?
You're fucking old, where the fuck are you going, you know what I mean? But they still find love wherever the fuck they go, so you can't exactly base, I'm not basing marriage, I used to base my marriage ideologies off of what I've seen and how I grew up, but I want to have my own story. Like, I want to have my own story to tell and have my own image and idea of what marriage should be, you know?
Well, on that note, I wouldn't mind getting married.
Yeah.
Just to build and see
Your
what
own
I
idea.
would love.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay. That was my question. I don't know if I want to get married or not.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'd rather have a lot. You know what I want? I want a wedding. I don't want a marriage.
But that's the thing. See, and that's actually a lot of people.
I want a wedding.
Yes.
I don't want the marriage aspect of it.
A lot of people don't realize that weddings is just a one-day event.
Yeah.
And a marriage is a lifetime contract, and it is a contract, guys. Unfortunately, it's a contract. And when somebody says when you get married, people change. They don't change. The thing is, you don't know this person because you haven't lived with them in the same space. You know. So what has changed about this person? So obviously, if you guys go on vacations only, it's only good times. You've never seen the bad, you know? Like, excuse me, like when you wake up next to him, like you need to smell his badass breath, you need to smell his dragon-ass breath, he needs to fart in your presence so you know, like, damn, like, can I handle, you know, snore, like, he needs to be in the bathroom where you're taking a crap and he's showering. If you reach that level of comfort, then you guys already are best friends, you know? But if you still have that, like, oh my god, like, this big vibe and you got, like, dragon breath, that's actually one of the questions, like, which floor for you guys would be like
a deal breaker?
Yeah, like basically, let me put it this way: what are deal breakers for you guys in like relationships?
Lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like for everyone, it's lies. No one wants to be with someone who constantly lies, and you keep catching them out on these lies, and it's like, why are you always lying? Like, stop lying, love. But lies. Okay, one thing that's always, I know it's very like superficial, but like bad teeth for me, I can't. Like, I can't be with someone with bad teeth because my teeth are great.
It's your preference.
And when we're taking pictures and I say cheese, I need you to cheese.
Right?
Smart. I don't want you to do that little.
Okay,
oh, but I have bad teeth.
I don't smell my teeth, never have, but maybe I'll grow into it. I don't know.
And body odor, you can't have that.
I was about to say, actually.
Hygiene is so important.
Your breath can
smell good and you look good. Why should your man smell?
You don't smell bad. Exactly.
Why are you out here having halitosis?
Wow.
Right?
I love kissing. What is that?
No. You need to brush your teeth. Sorry. Please brush your teeth.
No.
Smoking does not mask, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
If you've got halitosis,
and just because you are a smoker doesn't mean you can't look after you. Like, I'm a smoker.
Yes, but
have you ever sat with me and been like, ooh?
I've never like dragon breath vibes.
Yeah.
Never.
Because you just need to have those precautions, knowing that you are a smoker, whatever.
But I'm saying, like, I'm not really like attacking like smokers per se. I'm saying like most people will use the smoke as like a mask.
Yeah.
And be like, but I smell like a cigarette or cigar. And like, no, you actually smell like a toilet.
But I've dated smokers and I've never smelt it. The person will be like, I'm coming back, I'm going to smoke, and they'll come back and I would never smell it.
Yeah.
So that's like, you respect me as a person.
Exactly.
This thing of you smoking in front of me and just coming back smelling like an ashtray for me. Like,
also, please don't smoke in my car. No.
Please.
I didn't buy it for us, it's my car.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't know.
No.
Okay, if we both smokers,
it's fine.
Then obviously. Sure. But like if I don't drive, so if I have a man who drives and he's not comfortable, if he's not comfortable with me smoking in his car, then I won't. But if we're gonna go on like a road trip or something,
obviously he's gonna have to stop at the side of the road.
It's either he's gonna stop or he's just gonna let me, we're gonna have one or two in his car. So.
Exactly. Dear future hubby of Precious. JBS. Also, one thing for me as well, guys, like for me, like a big thing is dress code. I'm not saying, I'm not into a person
In what
who's
sense? Like dress code how?
like you need to look put together.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm not saying like have a specific style, but if you're gonna be a screw, pull it off. Like look bomb ass in what you're looking, be confident, smell good, look the part, you know?
Yeah.
If you're gonna look like dustbin man, rock that freaking rock
rock
dustbin
that
plastic
dustbin
bags,
man,
bro. Like rock it, you know what I mean? Like don't look half clean, half dirty vibes and whatever. Like no, I don't want to look better than my man. I want us to look good together. You know, I don't want to be walking in public and they'll be like, so where are you taking your God now?
And I feel like it's easy for men to look decent. You wear jeans, you wear a white or
It's
black
so
t-shirt
easy, bro.
and sneakers.
You're done. You look good.
Done. That's all that
So
really
easy.
takes. It's so easy.
So easy. I don't understand how men always feel like girls are like so extra. We go the extra mile.
Really do.
The extra mile. You guys have no idea what we do for you niggas. We do our hair, we do our nails. Some of us do makeup. Okay, I don't do makeup because I feel like I can't apply makeup, so I've never liked it because maybe because I can't apply it, but also because my skin is really sensitive. So yeah, it's one of those things. But I'm not saying in the future I won't look past makeup. I probably will dabble into that. But yeah, guys. So what's the next question, babes?
I asked the last two questions.
What were we talking about now? The marriage thing.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Would you date a broke nigga?
I've been dating them all my life.
Me too.
All my life. So I don't know what she's talking about. Like I don't know. I've been dating broke niggas, so
How's that experience for you?
it's shitty.
Can I tell you?
That's why we'll never
Can I
date
tell
broke.
you? Like, they make you feel like what they're doing is worth it or it's the best they could do, but they know it's not. So, like, you have to either settle with that or you being a gold digger.
Yeah.
You know? So when you project that to guys that you potentially want to date, they act like you out there looking for money when what you want is just to be spoiled or to have that love language of getting gifts and all these things. So like broke niggas, they'll make you feel guilty.
And the funny thing is, I'm the one with the money, so
They'll make
you're the gold digger, the fuck. Anyway, I've dated so many broke ass niggas, it's not even
Me
funny.
too.
But sorry for cutting you. The one thing I've noticed about broke niggas is like, I always say this, and I've said this so many times, these motherfuckers have a PhD in postology. Those motherfuckers can fuck in bed, but they can't give anything else. That's all they can give. That's all they've got a fucking PhD in postology because they're like out here spending their damn time, their broke ass time, studying women's bodies and vaginas. Like, bitch, like if I fuck this bitch like this, like she gonna come so many times. You know what I mean? So, broke niggas, not all of you can fuck, but most of you can fuck. But you guys need to get off your broke asses because we're tired. I'm personally tired. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm tired of paying for everything. I need a man. I need a real man. Okay, I've got a man. I feel like I'm talking like I'm a single woman. I got a man. Babe, if you're watching this, please understand that these broke ass niggas be frustrating my ass. So yeah, but these two are single guys. If you guys meet girls,
you better be hot.
Oh no, I'm single, but I have a man, babe.
yeah, she does.
I'm single.
She's that single but taken type of vibe.
Single, but take it. So I've never I don't think I've ever dated like a broke guy. It's not like I date guys who have big rack all the time. But even the guys who I've dated who haven't had that much money, they've always made some sort of effort.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I will never date I will never
I've never experienced like
broke guy. I don't think I can because I'm broke. We both can't be broke.
It's
What are we gonna do?
Exactly.
Like, what are we gonna do? Now then, what are we gonna just sit at the park every day? No.
Bro.
The corner.
Even the hobos are gonna know us like,
you know?
Here's Romeo and Juliet once more.
Exactly.
So I feel like you should just have some sort of plan, make some effort.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want you to send me flowers every week and whatnot. If you can, great, do it.
If you can't,
If you can't, but it's simple things like taking me out on a nice date every now and then. You know, constantly putting in that little effort to show okay, when I do get money from wherever, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know where niggas get their money from.
Exactly.
Forex trading or whatever.
As long as you're not a snake park.
Yeah.
You're not invited. No.
So I don't know. So the answer is no, I would not date a broke nigga.
But yeah, so it is what it is. And also females just genuinely love attention. We love attention. We like being taken care of. As much as we have our own shit, we also want to feel like women.
Exactly.
I am tired of feeling like a dude, bro. Like I feel like I'm a man.
Yeah.
A man with curves and ass and titties and shit because I'm always doing everything. But
Really
I
do.
but I don't feel bad because if I want something, I really want something. Like if I want to go somewhere, I'll pay for it because it's also about me. But for me, it's never about the money. It's always about the memories. I like making memories, you know. I like spending time with my person. So if they can't afford it at that time, which yeah, whatever. But it's fine. If they can't afford it, they can't afford it. But don't make it a habit of like me doing everything for you. Like at some point, I think that's the reason why I broke up with so many people. Yeah, I broke up with so many people because of that reason.
It's tiring.
Because you never stood, you never like how to put, you don't step up. And you always know where you got this.
Also with you
Oh,
guys,
you know what I mean?
they
So-
see what you guys do for them and then they get comfortable.
Mhm.
That's
So they're like, oh, okay, she doesn't mind if I never pay for a date or if I never pay for an outing. Because she's good, she's Miss Independent.
I'm tired of
I
that
Miss
hate
shit.
Independent got this.
I don't want to be
So now in their mind they're like, she got it. So why should I feel the need to step up and do it? Because you're a man. Do it.
Exactly, bro. Grow some fucking balls. You knew my ass is driving a Wrangler and you know my ass is independent. Don't, men, please, I'm giving you advice now. Don't approach women when you know you ain't got shit.
exactly.
Because we'll call you out on that shit. Like I'll smell a rat from a mile away. I'll give you a week, I'll give you a month, but after that, bye. Because no. There's only so
I'm not
much.
even giving you
There's
my
only
number.
so much.
Right?
There's only so much. But the thing is, not like you know that these fuckers are written like broke on their forehead. Because they're out just selling dreams. And
I don't know, I feel like I smell broke on a man.
I guess so. I feel like, but I think every woman,
I wish I had
Bankruptcy.
every woman is like, every woman is a hopeless romantic.
True.
I don't care if you're a tomboy or whatever, but every girl wants to be treated like a princess or a queen or whatever, and you want to be spoiled, and you want your man to like just love every bit of you and stuff. And yes, we do like beautiful things. We don't care if you're rich or not. We do like nice things. Every girl wants to be spoiled, you know. So it doesn't matter whether you go buy me a chocolate. Please don't buy me cheap shit either. Don't go like honestly. My worst thing is a person trying to impress me by buying me fake shit. Even my sister knows. Like she tells me first, like, listen, bro. There's this thing that I saw, but it's not the real deal, but it's almost the real deal. And I'm like, okay, chill. You can get it. So at least she notifies me, some nigga tried it.
And he pretended as if it was real.
Some nigga tried it, he bought me a Versace perfume. I'm like, bitch, no.
Stop it.
I'm like, why are you buying me fake shit when I was out there buying you some expensive freaking original Timbs? I'm out here buying you Adidas and all this shit, but you buy me a fake ass perfume? I was like, no, I gave it to my cousin, she used it.
Wait, how do you know it was fake?
Because I do my research, bro.
Okay.
Check the codes out, check the packaging out, so I know. I will research it. That's the one thing I'm good at, spotting a fake from a mile away. So that's why I don't wear brands and shit like that because I never know if it's real or not. So I stay away from the brands.
Makes sense.
So the other question, guys, is
Last one.
Last question.
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
I don't even know how much time we've got. We have so much time, bro.
I don't think it's got that much time.
Let's see
I think we
how
do.
it goes.
Okay, if you could live anywhere in the world rent-free, no payment, nothing, like rent-free, food is available, like abundant dick, like everything you ever wanted, where would it be? Where would that be? Where
The
would you
first thought that came into my mind is Italy.
Italy is racist. Yeah.
I love living at Venice. because
Sorry guys, we
it's
love y'all.
everything.
We love y'all peoples, but y'all is racist.
It's got everything that I want.
Yeah.
And probably it's close to all the landmarks that I want to go to. So Italy, yes. But I'm good with South Africa. I just don't want the men.
I think, okay, for now, she still hurt y'all. Like, she's still a bit hurt, so just bear with her. But I think for me personally, I personally would love to be like an island bum. Like living, bro, not even the Maldives. Like, I think I love Jamaica. That would be your vibe as well. Jamaica or the Bahamas. Because our peoples is there. We're like island people.
Yeah.
They're free spirited. Yes, they've got their own rules. Like, okay, they don't like certain things, but every society has its yeses and nos. But I think we would literally fit in there so well, and we would blend so nicely. For me personally, my ultimate is the Bahamas or Jamaica. Like, I would go there any day.
Yeah.
Live there, literally.
Live there rent free.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I would say, okay, if we're keeping it within Africa, I would want to go to Cape Town.
Yeah.
And
You're
then,
gonna go to Europe.
no, and
That's
then Los Angeles. Like if it's international, I'd love to live in LA.
You'd fit
I feel like
in.
it's my vibe,
You
like
would
my
fit
kind
in.
of people would
You would
be
fit in,
there.
yeah.
So
No,
I think I'd have a
I
blast.
feel like we'd have a blast more in Miami.
No.
You think so?
Time's out.
I'm sure, bro.
I would.
No, I don't know. Let's check the times up. Damn it.
Could be your battery.
It was 30. No, I don't think it's a battery. I'm still recording.
Warning, battery too low to use flash.
Okay, it's fine. I'm still recording, right?
Is it recording? How do I see that?
The rate, is that still the rating still on?
No, it's not recording. It stopped.
What the hell? When did it stop?
Oh no, I'm lying. It's recording.
Watch out.
It's recording.
I can just do one more question and we can wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll make it a good one.
No, you haven't asked enough
I asked
questions.
the last one. Okay, I don't know if I have a bomb ass question.
Let me see if I can find a bonus question, yeah? Let me see.
Does a perfect man exist? Yes, that's a good one.
Does he?
Does he? No, it doesn't. I think for us women, we have expectations and we have what we like.
Yeah.
So we prefer a man that's like us,
I
but
don't.
manly. So like, listen, us women, we are hopeless romantics, like she said.
Yeah.
We are clean.
Yeah.
We like to smell good. We like to take each other out.
A lot.
We like to have fun. We like to gossip and all these things. So if we have a male version of that, then he would be the perfect man. But
Actually.
men just want to relax. They want to play their video games. They want to be with the boys. They want to drink, and they want to, just have fun. So
I'm being stupid.
no, I don't think the perfect man will exist.
I want to believe that the perfect man exists.
Does
Okay.
he? Does he? You want to believe he exists?
I want
or
to
does he?
believe he exists.
Then they can only
But
say
unlikely. Obviously, you're not going to find anyone who's like perfectly
he
tailored to
hits all
your
the spots. Like,
what you've always dreamed about. But I feel like someone can come very close.
If he
But I
doesn't-
also feel like we shouldn't put the pressure and expectation on men to be
if
perfect.
he doesn't,
Because not everyone is perfect.
Yeah.
Even you
Even you're
might
not
not
perfect.
you might not be the perfect woman that
For
you've
them.
always thought about having.
Exactly.
But
True.
things change and he met you and that became his perfect
I
person.
love that.
I love that.
So I feel like
I'm not gonna lie. Sorry for cutting you.
Yeah.
I am perfect. Every motherfucking nigga knows that their ass would be like far away if it wasn't for me. Because I go all out, guys. Like my love language is gifting, and I just go all out. Like I ask you, have you eaten all this? Like I'm the perfect person. I cook for your ass. I jump literally into wife mode before you even marry my ass. Like it's so sad. My cousin's like, why
Stop
are you
doing
doing the
that.
most? Exactly. My cousin's like, why are you doing the fucking? And it's not like I'm doing it because I want him to marry me, but it's because it's the natural nurturer in me. I'm so used to it. It comes so naturally. Like I don't even feel it until I've done it. I'm like, wait a minute, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So, like for me, I feel like I'm the
I won't even wash
perfect
dishes
person.
at your house.
For some,
Don't
yeah,
marry me.
exactly. For some people, I'm probably not the perfect whatever, but for all the niggas I've ever dated, I don't think any of them can ever complain about me and be like, nah, she was a bitch or whatever. No. If any of you are out here trying to complain about me in a relationship, you can bring it to me and we'll talk about that. But I don't think I've ever been. I think I've always been an amazing girlfriend and I continue to be that because it's what I want in a relationship. So I give out what I want back, which I hardly ever get. But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, I don't think perfect men exist. They don't.
Yeah, no. You
close.
create your perfect person. You guys can be perfect for each other. Doesn't mean
Exactly.
be perfect in general.
Yeah.
Because everyone has flaws, and you just have to learn whether you want to deal with those flaws
Or not.
and work on it together, or just cut it off.
Exactly.
Who says me who's in that
Right.
situation?
But it depends. Bro. Like, I have to ask. Like, there's so many questions, but like, okay, let me ask it in like three, whatever. So, what's the longest relationship you've been in, and was it a lesson or a blessing? Like the time period. Like, what was the longest time period you ever dated a person in general?
A year and like 4 months.
At least you know more, unlike some of us.
Yeah, a year and 4 months was my longest, and I think it was a blessing, even though it ended kind of rocky. But like, I learned a lot from that oak. You know, like I could take a lot to the next relationship.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not gonna count my primary high school relationship, but that's not relationships.
Yeah.
My longest relationship was a year and 5 months on and off. It was both a lesson and a blessing. I learned a lot. I was crushed a lot, but I literally like learned so much from that person, and yeah.
That nigga took a heart and was like,
You don't have to go there.
it was a lot. But anyways,
She hates them.
I still do. I still hate your ass. Anyways, mine was 10 months, and if he hadn't dumped me, I probably would have married him. But like, yeah, so I was willing to go the whole way. The whole way.
I hate him.
I was willing to go all the way, but he dumped my ass. No reason. Just woke up one morning on my brother's wedding day and was like, let me WhatsApp her.
Yeah,
And she's like, oh, it's not working out. I'm like, okay, what's wrong? We were okay randomly and out of nowhere. I think he was working on this for the longest time. He just didn't know how to break up with me.
Building the courage.
Because I was like so amazing to him and stuff. So, and he was like, yeah, you know, like it's not working. And I'm like, what's not working? He's like, this is not working. And I'm like, okay. He's like, you're not what I thought I wanted. You're not what I thought I wanted is. I'm like, okay.
No.
Okay, bye. And ever since I've never spoken to him.
Good.
And I hope he's okay. But anyway, I still see him, but I just ignore him because he made it like, he just made it that way. Like, he's like, you know, let me just cut all ties. And I've never tried to reach out to him or anything like that. But yeah, like for me, I was going to say like it was like a lesson, but it was also a lesson and a blessing. And I've never said that, but it was a lesson and a blessing because the blessing part was that I've realized that my relationships can last longer than 9 months. So he broke that 9-month curse. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
But yeah, so if it didn't break up with me, it would have been like long. We probably would have been together for like, this year would have been the 3rd year. So yeah, but anyway, it is what it is, and it was a lesson because now I know. I think we all know what we don't want.
Yeah.
We still trip into that trap of like, okay, still going back to old habits, but it is hard to move on from.
Queen of an old
Yeah, you know
habit.
what I mean. So it's hard to let go of familiar things, but I guess all of us are afraid of change. But when it does happen, it will be amazing.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good note to end it on.
Yeah. So guys,
Cheers
to the good life, finding amazing men.
Yeah. Or woman.
Or women, and just being happy, guys. And also to maybe future polyamorous relationships.
Well, cheers.
I'm here for it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Love you, ladies. God damn. Alright, this was better.
Oh
gosh.
I think that was great.
Amazing.
It was.